This is a resolution honoring the United States Army, United States Navy, United States Marine Corps for 250 years of service, sacrifice, and commitment to the protection of the United States of America. Whereas these branches of the U.S. Armed Forces were established in 1775, a full year before signing the Declaration of Independence, demonstrating the vital role they played in securing the nation's freedom even before the birth of the United States. And whereas, as our nation celebrates Independence Day each year on July 4th, it is fitting to also recognize the foundational role that the Army, Navy, and Marine Corps played in securing the independence, ensuring the liberties and freedoms that we cherish today. Whereas for 250 years, the United States Army, United States Navy, and United States Marine Corps have stood as pillars of strength, dedication, and selfless service in defense of the United States of America. And whereas since their founding, the Army on June 14th, 1775, the Navy on October 13th, 1775, and the Marine Corps on November 10th, 1775. These branches of the United States Armed Forces have continuously upheld the values of duty, honor, country, protecting our nation's freedoms, and ensuring national security. Whereas the brave men and women who have served in these military branches have demonstrated unwavering courage and dedication, often making tremendous personal sacrifices to safeguard the freedoms and liberties cherished by all Americans. And whereas their service has been instrumental in securing peace, defending democracy, and promoting global stability, ensuring that the United States remains a beacon of hope and freedom throughout the world. Whereas countless individuals have given the ultimate sacrifice in the line of duty, and it is fitting and proper that we honor their memory, along with the millions of veterans and active duty service members who have served with distinction. And whereas the United States Army, Navy, and Marine Corps continue to inspire future generations of service members, embodying a legacy of resilience, strength, and devotion to duty. And whereas, in recognition of their 250 years of service, sacrifice, and commitment to the protection of the United States, it is appropriate that we express our deepest gratitude and appreciation for their contributions to our nation's history and security. Now, therefore, be it resolved and ordered that the Board of Supervisors of the County of San Luis Obispo, State of California, does hereby recognize and honor the United States Army, United States Navy, and the United States Marine Corps for 250 years of dedicated service, sacrifice, and commitment to the protection of the United States, urging all citizens to express their appreciation for the past and present members of these esteemed branches of the armed forces.
All right, Madam Chair, thank you so much. Members of the board, thank you for allowing me this opportunity to speak for a few moments today as we present this resolution honoring the 250th anniversaries of the United States Army, United States Navy, and United States Marine Corps. 250 years ago, in the midst of revolution and uncertainty, our nation established its first military institutions, not just for instruments of war, but as protectors of a fragile and radical idea, liberty. Since 1775, generation after generation of Americans has stepped forward to serve in these branches with courage, discipline, and extraordinary service. Today's resolution does not just mark a historical milestone. It reflects a deep gratitude of this board and of members of San Luis Obispo County for the enduring sacrifice of soldiers, sailors, and Marines across 2.5 centuries of service. But honoring their legacy also means caring for them in the present. And I want to take a moment to highlight what this county is doing right now to serve our veterans and their families. In 2024 alone, the San Luis Obispo County Veterans Service Office secured $12.35 million in new benefits for the 14,000 veterans that we have living in this county. These funds are tax-free, life-changing, and often the only thing standing between stability and crisis for a veteran and their family. We are also expanding access and presence in the communities where veterans live, thanks to your leadership and support of the County Board of Supervisors. A brand new Veteran Services office will be opening in Arroyo Grande as part of the new library remodel, finally bringing South County veterans a full support they deserve closer to home. In Paso Robles, our former county public health building is being transformed into a VA community-based outpatient clinic, assuming the VA signs the contract. We hope it does. But this means greater access to the health care for veterans in the North County, those who had to previously travel very long distances for VA care. These are not just symbolic changes. These are tangible steps forward, ones that reflect a countywide commitment to honor the legacy of military service, not just with words, but with action. Our veterans did not hesitate to serve this nation, and we cannot hesitate in serving them. As we honor 250 years of the Army, Navy, and Marine Corps, let us remember that our duty to those who serve does not just end where the uniform comes off. It continues in offices like ours, in facilities we build, in partnerships we strengthen, and in every single veteran that walks through our doors and walks out with benefits, care, and the dignity that they have earned. Thank you for your time and for your continued support to the veterans in San Luis Obispo County.
Thank you, Mr. Boyd. Any other public comment on this item? Okay, seeing none, I'll bring it back to the board. Supervisor Moreno.
Morgan, I want to thank you because while it does take, policymakers to set a direction, you're the one on the ground 24/7. You are there whenever veterans need you across our county. So thank you so much for what you do, and that we've been able to make such progress in veterans homelessness and really supporting our veterans because we owe them everything. So thank you for what you do. And I always remember the Marine Corps birthday because my grandfather was a Marine and it coincides with my birthday. So I was always secondary to the happy birthday to the Marine Corps. So Semper Fi.
Supervisor Prashant.
I just want to, I did talk with Congressman Carvajal's office this week, and they said that they were still on point to be able to sign that. So it's been a long battle to get that in Paso Robles, that VA clinic, but thank you for your efforts in making that happen.
Thank you.
Supervisor Paulding.
Thank you, Chair. We owe a deep debt of gratitude to all of those who have served our country and continue to serve, and appreciate the work that you do to provide the services that we do for those folks that need that service. Thank you.
Thank you.
Supervisor Gibson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Mr. Boyd, you spoke eloquently to our duty to honor the service and sacrifice. It's something that I think every citizen needs to keep in mind, every government official who controls the military needs to keep in mind, especially in these trying times. And it is, in fact, the actions and service of your office that is true honor to those who have served our country in this role. And we thank you for that.
And it's an honor to serve in it.
Yeah, and thank you for your service in the military as well here at the county, and I loved your resolution. I mean, I love the history piece, and I can't believe 250 years, but fighting for liberty, that's what we're about here in the United States, and it was really quite fitting for you to bring this forward, and then for us to be able to also highlight the incredible work that this county does for its veterans. And I just, as we've all thanked you, but knowing firsthand the difference you can make in an individual's life of somebody who served and then comes home with issues to manage, that you guys are doing wonderful work. Beautiful stuff. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam Supervisor. We do not do this alone. We have a great community here to support. We have a lot of partners that we collaborate with, and we're continuing to grow and just be truly relentless in our support to our brothers and sisters. So thank you.
Yep. Thank you, Morgan.